Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget, give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. On the docket today, we have Thousand Pound Sisters, Season 6, Episode 2, Recipe for Disaster. I think that's a good way to sum up this season so far.
I would have to agree. And this episode didn't do much for their cause. I mean, overall, there really wasn't. The episode went by quick. I will say that, but
Mhm.
there were only two. It's like they could have cut out like the whole middle of the episode to a degree. If that makes sense, because the only thing I really cared about was them like going to Dr. Smith's, and then Amanda telling Tam to get out of her house. I mean, the in between stuff was fluff. To me, the in between stuff was kind of fluff because they're not talking about the
Mhm.
real issues between the both of them. And I actually blame
Mhm.
Amanda to me in this particular episode. I could be
Mhm.
wrong. Now, Tammy was very unlikable, right? But to me, Amanda was just a tad more unlikable
But she was in
because
pain though. I'd be snapping people's necks if I was in pain.
true. But you I'm just gonna cut to the chase with this one, guys. Sorry, I'm not gonna drag this out. Amanda's my problem with Amanda is this: you're not
Mhm.
mad at Tammy coming at you slick at the mouth. She's been doing this all your lives, so you can't use that excuse. What you're mad about is that she was talking about your kids, but not talking about your kids to you. Let's call a thing there. That's what you're mad
Mhm.
about. Just say it, be done. Because if I were in your position, I would be like, hey, okay, I hear you have a problem with my kids. Well, why not talk to me about it? That's number one. Number two, as soon as your boys told you what Tammy was saying about them, as their mother, you just said like, you know what, you don't need to go over to Aunt Tammy's anymore. Point blank, period. That when she need a ride, she can call the Ubers, Uber, Lyft, Kentucky Bird, whoever can give her a ride, yellow cab, let her do that. Let her do that, and that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it because you're not being honest.
Okay, so Tracy says, I'm still a little surprised Amanda's still pissed at the same old thing.
She's not. She's not. She's just not telling the truth, in my opinion.
um, it's- why does that house look like a trap house?
You mean the one Tammy's staying in?
Yeah, it looks just like the duplex she was in before.
I was like,
That house
huh?
looked real nice when she first moved in, and then yesterday I was like, "Where they at?"
Oh, same. I thought she was in a temporary house, not Amanda's. I thought Amanda's place was like getting ready for her. But when they said that was Amanda's house, you know, instead of selling it off in the divorce, they just kept it so it could stay in the family. I'm
That
like,
don't make no
okay.
sense. That don't make no
I was like, huh?
sense. Okay. Hey, Sartu. Amanda's tired of them too, and being in pain
True.
makes it worse. Yeah,
And I
she's
do understand her.
she's snippety
Go ahead.
snappity. No,
And
I
I
was
do
just saying she's
understand.
snippety snappity. She's not
True.
having it.
And I get it. And I get that she's upset for the simple fact that they aren't, you know, checking in on her,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that, she's done a lot for them. And the thing is,
Oh.
Amanda, to a degree, you chose to do that on your own. You took those responsibilities on yourself. True. But Amy and Tammy could do more to um be there for her. And that's just how I feel about it. Yes, Amanda was more unlikable. She was in pain. She has a lot of grievances with Tammy and Amy, and I really do feel, I'm going back to this. I really do feel Tammy talking about her boys to other people and not to her is a real problem. I think that's like, the tip of the iceberg that just got cut off. She's done. Mm-mm.
But didn't Amanda say that Tammy called him over there to get rides?
Mm-hmm.
And that her kids have cars to go to work, not to be her car service.
Right. But
Tammy
then
said she wanted to
Tammy's
be alone.
but then Tammy's saying that they come over, they eat up all my food, they drink all my drinks. I'm like, well, that's your home, so it's up to you to say something, or you go like again, you go to their mama and say something if you really feel some sort of way. I'm just saying.
I Okay. But Chris is also saying that Tammy needs to be more, she is independent. She needs to be more independent. If she doesn't feel comfortable enough to drive or learn to drive,
Uber,
like,
yellow cab,
exactly.
good friend cab.
Exactly. Like, I don't understand why her and Amy, they walk this really huge line of being independent and helpless, and they flip-flop throughout an
Mhm.
episode, and it's quite annoying because Tammy flew up out of her. She was itching for a fight. She really was. This whole episode she was itching for a fight. And so she in my opinion, this is my humble opinion, when she was at the duplex, that was her own place. I really don't think she has any place to argue about when she's squatting at somebody else's abode.
Yeah, true. But when you're like paying the bills and you're buying the food, but
But is she paying the
again,
rent?
doesn't
Because
matter.
she said landlord, but if you ain't paying no rent, you ain't got no landlord. That's a
Mm.
favor. Grace and favor.
True. Again, but she is paying the bills, and she is, um,
Do we
but
know that for
she
sure?
we that's what we gonna go with. But I I was just wondering, like, you let them, like, I think where'd it go? Ryan said it, like, you believe Tammy let the boys eat her food. And I was just like, okay, that was the first thing. I'm like, I don't see that happening. That's just my opinion. And my second thing is when Chris said you put all of this time and all of this money
Mhm.
into the place, you may as well just stick it out. I'm trying to see like all of what money.
Why is she
and
putting in money in a rental?
and I'm trying to see, like, I'm trying to figure out how much money you put in, because I don't see where money was put in. That's just my take on it.
Mhm.
And you're talking about the linoleum they put in is bowing, is buckling, it won't stay down. I'm like, okay, so who had the linoleum put in? And maybe it's just me. I don't know anyone nowadays who's putting linoleum in their homes nowadays. I haven't heard linoleum being put down since I was young, and we're talking like over 40 years ago. I'm just being dead serious. Like, because when I think of linoleum, I'm
Mhm.
thinking that what you hire some people do, I think that's code for what I did was I went out and found the cheapest people I could find, and I had them put this linoleum like substance over the old floor. I could be
Mm-mm-mm.
wrong. I could be wrong.
See, Ryan with me. Is she paying the utilities, Jamal?
I'm trying to throw her a bone. I'm just trying to throw her something. But I was like,
I
what?
think Tammy put money in to get that house fixed. So done. When she rolled up in there after coming from the rehab, um, it was Amanda who and her boys who was fixing up that house to let Tammy stay there. Remember that last season?
Yes.
So since she moved in, she's wrecking the place. Because don't forget, she had Amy and her little rugrats up in that house running around breaking stuff. So now she needs to blame it on somebody else. Amanda's boys.
Like, here's the whole thing. And can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Are we going with Tammy's attitude? And this is
Mm-hmm.
where I go. I lean towards Debbie's brain on this one. Are we really gonna sit here and is she gonna really like tell us that she really let them boys break her window? Oh, mind you, the broken window, right? And it wasn't no like small crack. It was broke. It was like open. You're going to sit here and tell me that you let them break that window, not fix it, but then let the window stay broken that whole time? Shut up.
Hold
Stop
on.
it.
These are Amanda's boys. That's Amanda's house. They're going to break their mom's house and have to deal with Amanda afterwards? I don't think so. It's not making sense. Someone has said in the chat, I want to know who broke that window. I believe they think you get some coin from being on our show, so I don't need to pay you, in my opinion. Oh, could be. That could be. What money did she put into the place? Her dollar store draperies? Thank you, Ryan.
Okay, I'm gonna be petty just a little bit though. Okay. Did anyone else see that freezer in the back?
Oh, that
And
I would
and
not put anything in that freezer.
so here's the thing, and I'm just saying it like this. Like most people, when you go in to fix up a house, two there's a couple major things you do. It's like the floor. Typically, it's the flooring, some paint, and the appliances. Was it me or was there a good deal of rust on the outside of that freezer? That's all I focused on. Was why is the freezer so nasty?
I thought it was dirt, but I didn't want to focus on it too long.
I thought it was
It's gross.
rust.
Um, I was looking at the people that live in there and I just thought it was dirt. Wait, I know there's something that Amanda doesn't want her to say on camera right now. So I'm wondering if there's something gonna come out. I just don't know what. Well, so done. I mean, they said everything last night. Tammy called her a whore sleeping around with everybody, and Amanda said, I'm fucking divorced.
But that was not the
Bitch.
best clapback for Amanda because if I would be super petty and I'm like, you know what, Tammy, you just mad because you can't do it and I have the flexibility that I can do it. I've been real petty. You just mad you can't do what I do.
I think they edited that scene because the way how they speak to each other, it's not normal.
Mhm.
Hi, bitch is not a greeting in my family. I don't know. But they all throw around the B word with each other. And then
Mhm.
when it comes time to fight, the big guns come out. And it's like there's no coming back from that. Like when me and my family fight, it's like bitch is the big gun, but not for them. That's a social
No,
greeting.
right.
And it's kind of scary.
That's a
Um,
that's a male that's a middle name.
oh my
Oh,
God.
what's your sister's name? Oh, that's my sister Amy. We call her bitch. Like where I
That
come
bitch over
from,
there.
you call somebody a bitch, like you just drop your backpack, your purses, Vaseline comes.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those type of things. We just don't throw that kind of word around.
Mm-mm.
Because I tell people, I don't like using that word, but if I call you one, I mean it. So take it for what it is.
Amanda has every right to spread her legs. I mean, all of them do. None of them are
I
actually
mean,
married, right?
no.
Well,
And my
only
thing is,
Chris. And that's
I
it.
mean, here's the thing. You know how Tammy and y'all forgive me. I'm gonna ask for forgiveness on this one. But like the way Tammy talks about, she calls Amy a hoe, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Right? She's mad that Amanda's getting in after her divorce, blah blah blah. Isn't like Tammy's kind of jealous, like when all you've had maybe in the last 20 years is Caleb. Rest in peace. I mean,
She did not have Caleb.
I'm just, but you know what I mean.
No. Unless you are going to do that diagram that I asked for last season, showing me the cranes lifting them in order to connect, and the car jacks to lift up the flaps. Like, I don't see them doing anything. They can barely make a kiss. Mm.
Yeah, but my main point was she said she just sounds very bitter and jealous.
Well, wasn't Tammy a whole like not flirtatious? Wasn't she just putting it all out there at one time before she
How?
went to? Didn't she have all those boys over at her house? Did she have like a boyfriend who was a feeder and all of that? Or is this the wrong
Oh,
story?
yeah, you're right. Well, maybe he didn't do nothing.
But that was some sort of relationship. I don't know. All of them have had periods of hortation. I don't think they could call any of them whores. I don't know. Let's see. Amanda is on pain pills, making a fool of herself. Oof. Was she going for surgery the next day? That could probably also be on her mind as well. Because remember how she was
Mm-hmm.
freaking out for the weight loss surgery?
Mm-hmm.
She was itching for a fight though. And I do love to see when she gets riled up. It's a pity that the knee is out. But what was she doing on the kiddie swing?
That was my thing. What
Mm-mm-mm.
made you? You thought you was skinty? No, not the kitty swing.
Tammy thinks she's the prettiest sister now. The level of delusion in this family. Like, I'm sorry, when Amy came out in that black hefty bag ensemble,
Oh gosh.
why did she get extensions and she doesn't know how to take care
Take
of
care
them?
of them.
And okay, I am not trying to be mean here. I know Tammy has lost a significant amount of weight. But when she put on that off the shoulder long dress, that maxi dress,
Mm-hmm.
before Amy came out in the trash bag,
Right.
and she got up from the chair and things started to slide in and out of
Right.
place. I was just like, wait. Doesn't she have any like undergarments?
Right.
I've been wondering, like the breasticles. Like, there's got to be some control over all of what's going on Tammy, because there's a lot of moving pieces.
Oh,
And
absolutely. And that takes me back to Dr. Smith's office. Okay, the okay, we can start with. I'll just go in order best I can. So Misty, success, super happy for her. Chris, you're the same place you were 9 months ago, and you're talking about you have no clue why. Okay, sit out. You've been in the barbecue sauces again. That's what that's all about. That's what that is. Seriously, I'm not mad at you, Chris. You probably sneaking in some potato salad too. It's okay. Then you got to go to Amy. Somehow she lost 44 pounds. Yes, a divorce and toddlers will have you losing weight. Hey, it is what it is, and maybe some other things um at the zoo. But anyway, then we go on. Then we go on to Amanda. Amanda lost a little bit of weight. Amanda needs to understand, like, you can't take on everything and keep doing that for people who are grown now. Like, she's gonna like take care of herself and do for her. I'm like, well, you should have been doing that, but kudos to you. Blah, put you to the side. Now, Tammy, here's
Mhm.
my thing with Tammy, ma'am. You've lost you've lost one and maybe a third of you, like 400 pounds. Seriously, that's a huge accomplishment. But
Mhm.
you are still 300 pounds. So
Mhm.
going in with any kind of expectation of weight loss surgery um, should never been crossed your mind. And the fact that Dr. Smith brought up the BMI, okay, that just means you're not doing any exercise because you need to exercise to tone up your muscles and hopefully build a little muscle to help with the BMI. So I'm like, okay, you're just doing absolutely nothing. It's just all diet and the surgery, which is okay, fine, whatever.
But that's why Chris got them the gym membership because he know they
Right.
ain't doing nothing.
See, exactly. How? Okay. Okay. Meantime, Chris, how are you gonna sit up there and lie and say you don't know how you gained 15 pounds, but then turn around and say we need to change up our exercise routine because we ain't doing nothing. So here's these key fobs. Either you don't know how you gained 15 pounds, or you yeah you lying. It's one of the two.
He never lost 15 pounds. I think Brittany was moving the back of the scale.
Shut up. But going back to Tammy real quick, she's got a long way to go because she's I don't think she understands or she's not asking the right question. Because here's the reason why. Like I said, Tammy has lost her current self plus a third of her current self, right? 400 pounds.
Mhm.
She needs to really look at herself from a new perspective because yes, she's lost so much weight, but that weight it has aged her. And with her, they really want to do as much as they want to do everything as far as her body in one fell swoop. And Dr.
Mhm.
Smith did say that. Dr. Smith did tell her that. But she also needs to understand that they also need to have once she's healed up from the body stuff, they're going to need to take her in for like the tummy tuck, face look, all that stuff because of the skin. So
Mm.
she's got a long way to go.
But no one in this family knows about proper diets.
No, that's not
Well,
true. That's not true. They know. They just choose not to do it.
oh my
There's a difference.
god. But
There's a
like
difference.
get get your nutrition right. Get your exercise right. Like get your mental state right. All these people need therapy. Do you think Chris and Brittany still work at McDonald's? What? Tracy, oh my God. Tracy, they work at McDonald's? You can't say something like that and not. Okay, I can't believe any of them thought that they were going to get weight loss skin removal. They have to have met their goal first or get close to it. They all acted so shocked. Exactly, so done. It didn't make any sense to me. That whole scene at the doctor, to me, it was just a waste of time. And isn't it like the new like medical laws? I can't remember what it's called, but like how all of them rolled up into the office at the same time. Isn't that invasion of privacy? That was a Saturday
Oh
when
no,
the
you
office was
you like if
closed, wasn't
you
it?
probably
I don't know. Uh,
they're not really looking at things in the proper way, in my
okay.
opinion.
So Ryan says, other than weight loss surgery or some life or death surgery, nobody is doing elective surgery unless you're under 200 pounds. There you go. This,
200 pounds. Okay.
this episode was just weird. Um, I am happy for Misty though. I'm very happy for Misty. I hope she stops smoking. That's where they met. They
Mm-mm.
were both managers at McDonald's. Wait, Brittany, who doesn't talk, was a manager at McDonald's? Wow. Wow.
You know what? I bet you Brittany talks, but she's not talking on camera because she's not trying to get involved.
Thank you, So Done. We appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today and everyone in the chat. Um uh, this was a difficult episode for me because I was cheering on Misty. She seems to be the only rational one there. Um I still feel like Chris is like it shouldn't be 2 seasons and you still stuck at 300. Waste of time.
Okay, 9 months. 9 months. Debbie, 9 months. And you're still in the same place. And Dr. Smith said, you've been kind of going up and down in the same space. He's like, yeah, I have been. But when they put up that 9 months ago, I'm like, wait, 9 months ago? And you're in the same exact space?
Mhm. He needs to stop barbecuing
That
alligator.
just not doing. You're not on your diet. He's not. And it's okay to be honest with the doctor and say, hey, I
Mhm.
I didn't just slip. I completely felt like
Mm-mm. Okay, so
I think
Ryan
so because
asked,
she's walking good.
yeah. Oh, but she's still
Go
got
ahead.
those
Sorry.
pockets around her legs.
Mm-hmm.
But how are they going to get that off? That's not just skin. Like who was it? Remember when on this show when Chris last season when he was in the Farmer Browns and he showed us his skin. That looked like just skin. But with Tammy, it looks like when you make it fresh mozzarella and you make it in like a ball, it's like a skin flap with some fat deposits in it. It doesn't look like just skin. I'm not sure if I'm making sense when I'm saying that. Are you frozen, Jamal? Sorry, y'all. We're having a few technical difficulties. I'm sorry, but Amy and Tammy seem so childlike in their scenes together, which is worrisome given Amy is a mother. Well, according to Chris, she's become a really great mother as opposed to last season. And then, according to the police at the zoo, they say something else. So we just have to wait and see. Hey Rodney, too many all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onion on a sesame seed. Thank you, Rodney. I love that. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Feel the love, Nano. Okay, so hopefully Jamal will be able to pop back in. Hey, can't believe I caught alive. Hey, we're so glad that you did. Like Megan's legs. Oh my God, yes! Yes, it's like a fresh mozzarella. Oh, God almighty. I don't know. Um, if she comes back and has those again, wait, when does that show start? Is it this week that's coming? We have another show to talk about, y'all. Okay. Let me see if he's gonna be able. I just got a message from Jamal. Uh I'm checking to see if he can come back. He has a bad Wi-Fi connection where he's at today. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, hold on one second, please. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Alrighty, let's see if we could get Jamal back in here. Okay, so it's starting on October 22nd. Oh, you're usually in Heidi's live. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming over and visiting us here. We're not as loud and boisterous on this channel. I pop over to Heidi's channel to behave badly, but Jamal keeps me in check here. It's going to be real major surgery for Tammy, and I don't know if it's all going to be able to be done at one time. No, so done. That cannot be. That's a lot. Have y'all ever seen Dr. Now do one of those surgeries? Wait, he's the one who did the skin removal surgery. Who am I thinking of? Auntie June, not Auntie June. Yes, it was June. Remember when she went from fat to fabulous or something like that? Remember that season before she became a crackhead? Um, that was gross. But she had multiple surgeries, and she's not even as big as Tammy. As well, she'll need a whole body lift, arms, belly. Jesus. Okay. I think we've
Yo,
got Jamal back.
yeah,
Yay.
yeah. Sorry, I have to be on my phone, so I can't be on camera because the lighting is horrendous. But I'm here.
Yay. Welcome back. We were
Thank
just
you.
talking about the surgeries that Tammy's going to have to get should she get down to the weight that they
Oof.
need her to get down to.
Yeah.
Um, and how many surgeries and where. Like Ryan says, she'll need a whole body lift, arms, belly, back, legs, neck, like everything. I don't think she could take that many surgeries.
I mean, here's the thing. They're going to spread them out because they have to, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it she's got to understand that it's going to be a long road. It's not just skin removal and ta-da. No, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brian just listed off all the surgeries, and either she's not asking the right questions or she's not retaining the information they give her, because there's no way they didn't tell her what she's going to have to go through.
But they're all so stupid though, because they all know what they're supposed to do, and yet they just blatantly don't do it. It just
True.
doesn't make any sense. And I think Ryan said it earlier in the chat. The infantile way that Tammy and Amy are behaving on the show, especially when they're together. I think Amanda says something that they were always, or was it Chris, that
Chris.
Amy and Tammy were always different.
True. He did say that. And he
So were they exposed to pain as children? Like, what the fuck? The first three of y'all are semi decent. What happened to the last two?
I think what happened was, how their mother really wasn't there for any of them. I think she was there for them to the least. That's what I'm guessing.
Eh. They're all so stupid, though. I mean, I'm just saying. They are all very stupid. And like next week, we're going to be treated to a repeat scene from what we saw
Mhm.
in Thousand Pound Best Friends, where I guess a nutritionist is going with Amy to show how little she knows about nutrition and diet. Why do we need to see that? I don't think they all have the same daddy.
Me neither.
I don't. I think Misty got a daddy. I think Chris and Amanda got a daddy.
Yes,
And then I think the last two got a daddy.
I think you're absolutely right.
They don't take their health seriously. No, they don't. And they they don't take brushing their teeth seriously. They don't take general hygiene seriously. They don't take health, nutrition, exercise. Like I, I, when I saw Chris, she's out there sweeping up the broken glass from the window pane.
Hmm.
And all he could do was put up weather stripping plastic over the window. And mind you, they said it was winter.
Saran wrap. Stop it.
That's all they did. Like, wouldn't y'all be at least pulling up the Angie app to look for a handyman in the area who could come and fix your wooden window? I,
But
I'm just saying.
remember what I said. Do you really think they let that window stay like that too long? Come on now.
Like I said, that house looked like a trap house. Um, how long did it take for Tammy to do to finally to do right and get the surgery? Yes, it did take her long, but she was busy with like her friends and smoking and drinking and doing all of that stuff, living her best life in her duplex. She was busy. She had no time for that. She was feeling the fat. And she had a TV show feeding her some money.
True.
So does says exactly Jamal, and I think they were just left a lot to fend on their own. So
Yeah.
basically, they're savages.
Like I think I remember, if I remember from like some of the first seasons, they said their mother was never around. Like she was working, and the reason why they got um large is because their mother would just like placate them with food, or if they were upset, the mother gave them food.
But
The
if they
food,
was poor, how'd they get all that food?
I mean, baby, you hit them like discount stores, and back then you could buy like a 24 case of top ramen for like $3. I mean, what are you talking about?
They was not eating top round. They
Top
was
ramen,
eating. They
top
was
ramen,
eating. Oh, top ground. Okay, so
top
they
ramen.
was eating. I'm gonna tell you what they was eating. They was going down to the Hostess and Twinkie outlet and getting them week old um Hostess and Twinkies and Ho Hos and Little Debbie's. That's what they was doing.
And bimbo.
And then for a Sunday breakfast, biscuits and gravy,
Yep.
fried chicken for dinner. Oh my god.
Them 10% juices. Yep.
Oh my god. She had to almost die of the vid before she did right. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry guys, I lost Wi-Fi for a while. No worries. We're all having technical issues today. Cheap food can be evil. Yes, processed food is cheap food. Yeah. I don't know. This episode just got on my last nerves. Um I do not want to see Tammy revert back because I had a very hard time when she was mean before she went and lost her weight watching this show. I am going to have a very hard time watching Amy slutbag herself around this show. She's another one that need to put on a bra. Like do they not know what a bra is? I find that they think like Amy puts on a sports thing, a sport. It's not even like a sports bra because a sports bra would give her more like support.
Yeah.
Amy seems like the type of person who just sits down and buys everything off of Amazon that she sees and then makes videos, and that makes no sense to me. And I cannot understand for the life of me Amy and Tammy sitting in their confessionals and making like cracking these jokes, and they're laughing and I'm sitting there going, where was the joke? The whole episode is just nerve-wracking for me to watch. It really is. Yes, a bralette. Thank you, Ryan. And they didn't know what fruits and veggies were. Jesus Christ. Like next week, watching Amy going to the supermarket is going to be tough for me.
Oh, the shrimp Alfredo. You mean with the shrimp Alfredo with the cinnamon, or where it was supposed to be?
Cinnamon or vanilla essence or
Vanilla
some shit
extract.
like that. I was like, what is she doing? Is she baking or is she cooking? Like, what the fuck? Um, this show is dumb. They're gonna embarrass us going to England. I can't believe we're watching this again.
I think they're allowing them to leave the country.
Did they even have passports?
Right.
And I am waiting to see Amy, how she's going to behave, because this is the same woman 2 years in a row had issues with travel, especially with flying. Anyway, that's it. I think we went over everything. There was nothing really in this episode other than them going to the doctor, playing makeup, and then the big fight at the end.
Like I said, I think I told you this. I can't remember. I told you this before on camera. They could have cut the whole middle of this episode out. All we needed was the doctor's office visit and Amanda kicking Tammy out her house. That was the whole episode. The rest was
We
just fluff.
honestly didn't need half of that episode because half of it was telling us what how heavy they were before and where they are now. I didn't need the doctor's episode either. I
Uh,
didn't need that part either. Like I didn't need to watch this episode. Just saying. I know it's production, but I wonder who suggests they go to London.
why? They should have really had started them off with something simple like El Paso. I mean,
Well,
they could go.
I think there's just certain people you just need to keep in America.
That's why I said El
That's
Paso.
my mhm.
Dr. Small, they can go to El Paso, and then from El Paso, maybe they could work their way up to Tulsa. Work your way up in America first before you be going international and just act a fool.
You know what? They could have went down to New Mexico and did one of them sweat lodges.
Oh,
That's what they should have done. It should have been like a vacation to like go and namaste and sweat and purge all of the toxins out of their body, make them eat like a lettuce and a raisin. That's what they should have sent them to. A sweat lodge. Because they would have like lost a couple of pounds and they would have hosed them down afterwards.
mm-hmm.
So where's Tammy gonna live? Yes, wait. At the end of the episode, I know Amanda said get out of my house, but which house she was talking about? The one they was currently in or the trap house?
Both.
They really want to stick with this idea that they related to royalty. Where did that come from? Where did the ghost and the royalty stuff come from?
Remember they did their DNA, like that 23andMe or something, like a season or two ago.
Well, I must not have been paying attention or watching. They're gonna
No,
be loud and ignorant in London.
that's not true. You said you didn't care.
I said I didn't care about what.
Their ancestry.
So I actually watched that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You thought it was stupid. That's why you said I don't care. That's what it was. If I recall correctly, you said this is so stupid. That's what it was.
Y'all be making me watch this show every season. And I've been cranky and unhappy for most of those seasons watching this dumbness. Anyway, that's the episode, y'all. It wasn't really nothing. We had a few laughs and kikis and kakas here today, but I am sorry that we had to talk about this show with you. My sincerest apologies. Hi, Sandy. Would you think after 5 seasons Tammy could afford a tooth by now? I am poor, but saved enough up to it. Sandy, again, girl. Me and you, buy a tooth. Buy a tooth. Contact Dr. Heavenly. Hello. Get me a tooth or two. Like, how do you feel comfortable walking around with like gumming it? Like, I would really, if y'all so into eating, how y'all doing it without so many teeth? And then let's do something for Amy as well, because I feel like she has sawed down half of her teeth because they are so small and chalky looking. Like, let's get her some full-size teeth. Or when they have the little toddlers and tiaras and they give them the little caps
The flippers.
so that they look flippers. Let's get some of those for Amy. Amy, I'm sure they have them on Amazon. Thank you, Sandy. Like, I really appreciate you for saying that. Thank you. I want to see Amanda get a man. Amanda got a man. How the hell you think she fell off of the damn swing? Amanda was outside getting her freak on the swing. She could have bought a tooth on credit at least.
True.
She doesn't need to get credit. She gets paid like what, $1,000 episode or something like that. She could have went and purchased like one season. She could have got 8 teeth, and she's been on here for 6 seasons. Come on now. Come on. We don't need to do the math. We don't need to do the math. But she obviously, look, this is the same woman that thinks that she's the cutest sister of them all. You know, she thinks she look mighty sexy up there, gumming it every day. Probably telling the men, hey, you ever had a head from a toothless woman yet? Come on. Just like they all are just. Let me keep my mouth shut. Never mind. Never mind. Oh my God. I need to go. I need to go and finish my work because this week has been a bitch. And I'm going to have to still play catch up tomorrow. But that fool be calling. Yes, it do. Yes, and they probably do get paid more than that, which makes it even more lawless
Right.
that this woman will not put teeth in her mouth or even flippers. Clippers,
Okay.
flippers, whatever.
I understand that the before we go, I will say this. I understand that the show with premise is weight loss journey, blah blah blah, right? But you can't tell me like the bariatric people don't have some hookups with the dentist, the teeth people. That's cosmetic. That's cosmetic surgery too. So I'm sure y'all know somebody that could have helped them out. Just saying.
But listen, I'm getting ready to get pissed off with best friends because Vanessa gonna be coming up here gumming it too, and bitch should have gotten a few teeth in her mouth as well.
But okay, in Vanessa's defense,
Oh my God.
a whole mouth, like it's not just a tooth, Debbie. A whole mouth is very expensive.
Well, she could go to one of them pretend dentists and buy 2 for 1. You can go and get you a set of uppers and bottom dentures for like
No, no,
$1,300
no, no. She don't
per
want dentures.
thing.
No, she is
Well,
skin,
we gotta crawl before we walk.
but she is skinty now. She wants veneers.
Well, you gotta get veneers on established teeth that are connected to the gum.
I'm just telling her that's what she wants. I think in her mind, that's what she wants.
She need implants,
Okay.
but bitch, she could have had a pair of dentures by now, and we wouldn't have never known the difference.
Oh, you know what? Yes. For film, she could have got her some filming teeth. That is true. They had a long off season. She could have got her some teeth. You're right, Debbie. I don't have to go with you on this one. I forgot they've had a long layoff.
They are
So,
selling all sorts of shit on Instagram and got
hmm
all these followers, giving them flowers and on the TikTok. Where's all that money going to?
Vanessa, if you see this, I tried to help you, but Debbie made a good point. And then I had to think about the layoff. Yeah, you could have got you a whole mouth.
There you go. Rodney M said veneer needs healthy gums.
I'm just saying what she wanted. Now, what she gonna get, what she can't get's a whole different story.
I highly recommend dentures, girl. Get used to having teeth in your mouth again. Build up from there. I'm just tired of seeing toothless people season after season on TV.
Who
Just
are getting
saying.
paid? Who are getting paid, by the way?
I know. Getting good tax-free money, working as contract payers. It's just irritating, very irritating. And I know y'all are irritated by me right now. But everybody have a good weekend. And I know we promised you Costco Corner and Trader Joe Corner, but we are bad YouTubers and Timu veneers. God, Roddy. Do they have like false teeth on Timu?
Let me check. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on. Okay, let me check. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh my god! If they have them on there, I swear. She could get some
Oh,
kind of partial. It does make it harder to watch.
yes, they
Yeah,
do.
a partial denture.
They
Yes.
they have 2 pairs of piece veneer set for $8.97.
Okay, are those teeth?
They just said veneers. Now they do have a set for $9.24 that's on special, but they only got 4 stars, and it says 4-piece fake teeth veneers.
I'm Rodney with a coupon code. I'm gonna need y'all to stop.
Oh, now for $10.91, y'all. Oh, it's a 3 and 3/4 star rating. 67 people bought them, but they got veneers, snap, and dentures.
Do not buy your false teeth from Timu. Go to like there's a special dentist that actually specializes in making false teeth. Please go to the dentist and get your false teeth done. They are not that expensive.
Okay, and Debbie, get this: dental temporary crowns for $5.66. They only got 4 left.
I'm gonna need you to close out that app.
It's your fault. Well, technically, it's Rodney's fault for even mentioning Tifu. And you know, I like a good rabbit hole. Let me just go through here and see what they got going on.
Oh my god. Okay, so they haven't seen Amanda's Big Dark Chocolate Man yet. Um Make you look like a horse. Nah. Okay, look. I agree with Rodney. You probably will look like a horse when you receive those teeth. Go to Angela's dentist. Oh, no, do not go to Angela's dentist. But then again, she shouldn't have gotten like she couldn't get implants either because her gum was deteriorating. So they had nothing to screw the screw into. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of them wanting but not trying. So done is so right. Ignore the last one. I was voice messaging. No, it's okay. Yes. All of these people have problems, and nothing that we do or say can fix it. Um, Good for Tammy that she thinks that she's beautiful. Good for her.
For sure. Like,
Because many a day I wake up and I don't feel the same. But something's got to be done about the oral situation.
but
Mm-mm-mm.
you know what I think is, I think we've talked about this in the past about these shows. You know, it's one thing to come on a show with nothing, right? But once you are on for like multiple seasons, we do look for you to improve like the simple things in your life that can help you,
Mhm,
like teeth, you know, like hair, stuff like that, things that can help.
mhm,
But when you like are on this, like you look, we on season 6, like you said, and y'all ain't got no teeth. I mean, just saying, and you know, Tammy, you're not paying no rent, so you really should be able to get some teeth. And you getting linoleum too. You're not getting like that good oak hardwood floor. You're getting peel off of linoleum.
right,
Just
but she didn't put it down. Amanda did. But I bet that linoleum wasn't ready for her ass walking up and down on it, probably screaming every day. I
hmm
don't know. Where's the glow up with these peeps? Like, I'm not even asking for a lot. I'm asking for like a bath, wash your clothes. When you go and get makeovers,
okay.
like make it last more than 24 hours.
On that part, that irritated me because those ladies spent a lot of time on that hair. Beautiful color, like it looked it really good. And for her to snatch that bad boy back the next day in a raggedy ponytail, it took all the new and shine out that hair. That hair looked it real dusty in 24 hours.
It lost color in 24 hours.
That was so disappointing to me.
How did the color change in 24 hours?
It went from turquoise to aqua to aqua. I mean, I'm like, what happened?
Turquoise to agua.
I'm just saying, that's what happened. She came out with turquoise, and next they came out with aqua in a ponytail. I'm like, what? No, no.
The glow up would be baths and clean clothes. Yes, that's why I want them to go to a sweat lodge. I want them to go up in a tent, turn on a fire, and sweat that shit out. I didn't realize she had tinsel extensions. Oh my God, you just made it worse. You just made it worse. Anyway, I'm done complaining about this show because nothing's going to be done about it. It's just trash through and through. I the only two that I actually like, Misty and Amanda. But Amanda's injured this season.
hmm
So I'm just gonna watch Misty.
Right, and to hear that Missy is off of all of her diabetes medication, that to me was like such. I was like, what? And I'm looking at Amy. I'm like, well,
That she
never.
did that last season though.
What?
She came off of the diabetes medication last season.
No,
That wasn't nothing new.
some of them. Remember, she was taking.
No,
She
she finished all of them.
no, I thought she said she got off most of them.
No,
I
she got off all of them.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
people in the chat who really watch this show, didn't Misty say at the end of the season that she was off all her medications? I swear she did. Or was I too overexcited for her?
But when I hear that though, like it's just shows me like it can be done. But when you look within just their family, it's like, well, it's like Misty was like kind of the last one to the party almost. But yes, Tammy's done a lot. Don't get me wrong, but like Misty just blew by everybody else though.
But Tammy said that she is the star of the show and she has lost the most weight out of everybody. So she should be rewarded with skin removal surgery. This is how they think about serious medical procedures. Tracy said Misty, all meds gone. But did she say that last season or this season? Because I swear I heard her say it at the end of last season. Oh my God. I just saw something coming from work. But yeah, can anybody verify that? Who remembers the end of last season when they were doing the recaps or something like that? Wasn't she like at a chicken coop or something?
Probably.
I swear I remember. I thought she said it was last year. Anyhow, y'all write it down in the comments. Amy is at Misty's starting weight. Oh,
yeah.
Damn. But Misty was spot on with Amy though. When Chris brought up the competition at the gym and Amy said, I'll support all of you while y'all do the work, but I'm not getting in no competition. What does that mean? So you plan to stand up there and watch them exercise and you do nothing?
Right. But she doesn't want to be held accountable, period.
Okay. And to get work done on your teeth done, you can't be smoking. Yes.
No, sure can't.
You can't. And I think that's what's messing up Angela with her failed teeth thing. I don't think she ever stopped smoking.
Oh, no.
I can't remember the royalty party. Mrs. Meds. I cannot remember. Wait, they had a royal tea party? What show was that? Oh my God. Look, I remember things that seem important, and Misty seems important. Not these other two bobos. Leave me alone, Tracy. We'll talk later. Anyway, y'all, we've stalled the show enough. Nobody's gonna watch it. But thank you for joining us. Please give us thumbs up. We really need it. Well, I guess we do. If we really were good YouTubers, we would say that. I'm now doing a thumbs up. Please do a thumbs up. Okay, so in the comment section, if y'all know if Misty said last season, if she was off all of her meds. Look at this shit. Good Lord. Anyway, we gotta go. Everybody have a great weekend. Jamal, you have a wonderful weekend as well. Everybody stay safe. Hugs and kisses, and we will try to do better next week.
Yep.
Thanks, Teresa. We really appreciate that, even though y'all know this was a lousy recap because it's a lousy show.
Hey, if we hadn't like actually talked about stuff, I mean, this would have been like
Thank you.
This would have been a YouTube short because they 3 minutes. I'm just saying.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys actually in the live chat make the show a lot better, make the conversation go a lot longer than it should. Thank you, Tracy Lovebug. We will be back next week. And we'll talk about best friends. Okay.
And y'all, if y'all not watching before the 90 days, start watching it because I'm invested now.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. The mess. Excuse me? How are you gonna bring your ex to meet your man? Talking about I'm gonna go to a foreign country by myself. So, yeah, we broke up, but it wasn't a bad breakup. We're really good friends. So I'm gonna take him to meet Sunny. You gonna do what? And then you have the chicken activist acting a fool in the market.
Not the chicken activist. Come on now.
Ooh.
Okay, so now she's probably okay. So it was the diabetes medication last season. Now she's probably off the blood pressure and cholesterol meds too. Okay, well,
God.
thank you. Okay, I concede to the experts in the live chat. I
Oh,
concede. Sunny is big mad at that. Well, wouldn't you be? And she ain't give him no punani.
see, I'm playing catch up. I think I'm on episode 4. I've been trying to watch like an episode per day when I can. But like,
Mhm.
oh, like this season is I watched one episode, like, okay, like more idiots. Fantastic for me. Now we get X. It's Sunny. Are you delusional? You talking about your dad was out of the country working. This man moved to a whole different continent and left y'all in India. He went to find got him a family. Shut up, Sonny. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. Let's head on out of here. Y'all got to start y'all weekends. And if anybody is going to tune into Heidi tomorrow, I'll see you there. Jamal, until next time.
As always.
All right, y'all. Bye.